Straight ahead on lunch break. With the new year come new laws, and our legal expert is here to tell us about 3 new laws we need to know about. Germs are everywhere, including in and on those reusable bags. Wait until you see what our germ finder turned up inside those bags. Plus, as we get ready to take down our Christmas decorations, we have an organizing professional here to help us do that in a neat and orderly way. Relax. Lunch break for January 2nd is underway.
It's your lunch break with Jay Crawford.
And a very good hello again, everyone. So glad you could be with us for this edition of Lunch Break. I'm Jay Crawford, joined at the desk by Danielle Serino. Always good to have you in.
Thank you to be here.
Did you have a good New Year?
You know the saying, there's no place like home. It was awesome. I was home with the family.
That is the best way to bring in the new year. Nice and quiet. You're with your loved ones.
Yep.
Good for you. And I hope 2020 is a great year for you.
Did you have a good one?
I did. I absolutely did. Same thing with you.
Okay.
Home, chill, quiet. That's the way I like it.
Good.
We like it that way when we get more experienced. Not older, more experienced. First up on lunch break. So with the new year, Danielle, you know this, come new laws.
Yes.
Because a lot of them go into effect January 1st. And with that in mind, we thought we'd bring Stephanie Haney in to tell us what we need to know about 3 new laws that go into effect as of yesterday.
Yes, it is that time of year, and I've got some good news for everybody here, particularly here in Ohio for minimum wage employees. You're getting a 55-cent raise. This is if you work for a company that brings in more than $319,000 per year. Now, this is gross revenue, so we're strictly talking dollars in the door, so not after expenses are deducted. For hourly employees, the new minimum wage is $8.70, up from $8.15. And for employees who rely, on tips, it will be $4.35, up from $4.15. Now, this does not apply to you if your employer brings in less than $319,000, or unfortunately, if you're a teen, so if you're 14 or 15 years old, you're going to stick with the old minimum wage, but it is still higher here than the federal rate, which is $7.25 per hour. All right, next up, there is a new federal law that's bringing more good news for people's bank accounts. This is in terms of overtime pay. The Department of Labor estimates that approximately 1.3 million U.S. workers are now newly entitled to it. As of yesterday, if you earn less than $35,568 per year, your employer has to pay you an overtime rate of time and a half. This is for every hour you work beyond 40 hours each week. Before that, it was only required for people earning under $23,660 per year. So that's a big range there. We're looking at people who earn between $24,000 and $36,000 in that annual range impacted here. Lots of people. All right, next up here in Cuyahoga County, but not in Cleveland or Independence for now, that plastic bag ban is in effect. So this is a ban on bags that are not 100% recyclable or made from at least 40% recycled material. But you can still bring your own. This is just a ban on those retailers handing those bags out. And they are the ones who will get in trouble if they do that. If they do, first time, written warning. Second time, a fine of $100. Third time, a fine of $500 for each day that they don't comply.
Wow. Now, was there an exemption for Cuyahoga County or Cleveland for 6 months or so?
So this is across Cuyahoga County. Here in Cleveland, they've pushed that effective date off to July.
Okay.
There are also some exceptions, though. So don't be afraid to go out there. You can still buy your poo bags if you have pets.
Right.
Also your dry cleaning bags, your things that your dry cleaning comes in. And if you go to a restaurant, they can give you a bag for your carryout or your leftovers, or those paper bags if you don't finish that bottle of wine at dinner.
Very good. All right, that's good to know. Do you ladies both use the reusable bags? You know the ones I'm talking about, the thicker plastic ones?
So I actually get most of my groceries delivered. It's a habit I brought with me from New York.
Okay.
So those will be coming to me in different bags now.
Yeah, they will. Most of us do have those reusable ones. I know we use them. This is kind of sick, folks. There's a new study that was done by the University of Arizona and Loma Linda University. Researchers randomly checked bags from people that were going into the grocery stores. They didn't have any items in them yet. And they found that almost every single bag they tested contained large amounts of bacteria. Nearly half the bags they checked, they found coliform. And 12% of those bags contain, this is where it really gets gross, E. coli.
Oh.
But they found that something very simple for you to do, if you just clean those bags either by hand, using a little bit of soap and warm water, or in a machine, throw them in the washing machine, you eliminate 99.9% of the germs. So please do that. It's something I never thought about before.
But you got to throw them in the washer with your clothes and stuff?
No, just put them in there. Just put them in there alone.
Okay.
Or you know what? Put a little warm water, soapy water in your sink
with a little
and
scrub
put them in
brush.
there. Because that's pretty sick.
You don't want people seeing you walking around with a gross, dirty, stained bag anyway.
I don't want to be
No.
touching it.
smelly.
And you know, the thing of it is, this is where it's important with the E. coli that they found in 12% of these bags. We're putting grocery items in there. We're going to take those home and
right.
eat those items.
But that's what I was, thinking that I didn't feel that it was such a big health issue because most of your grocery items, aren't they either in plastic or in packaging?
Some fruit? No. I mean,
That
I
don't
imagine.
matter.
Put your
I
fruit in
imagine.
bags?
I don't know.
Those plastic bags to...
I don't know. Are those still legal?
That's one more exception, definitely
Oh.
for the meat.
Okay,
For meat,
meat
for sure. I don't
and-
know about fruit, though.
Okay. Interesting. I'm just going to start washing those bags. That's all.
I reuse
think
my
that's a good
plastic
idea.
bags. I never
You do?
throw them out after I get them. I just like plastic and I reuse them.
Okay.
You've got 6 months to save them.
Yeah, because
You're
then
in
you're not
good
going to be able to get them anywhere. No one's going to hand them out anymore. Okay. Stephanie, thank you very
Better
much.
for the environment.
Next on the menu, we all want to stay up on trends. We want to try to be as current as we possibly can. I do anyhow. I think
Sure,
you do. And
sure.
with that in mind, we offer to you the top 3 trends of 2020 as determined by Whole Foods. So
Okay.
if you
take that into account.
if you're a Whole Foods person, this is a way to stay up on 3 food trends for the coming year. They say this is the new era of mocktails.
Yeah.
Now, they've always been around, for kids or alcohol-free beer, but they found now that millennials and Gen Zs are consuming less alcohol.
I think that's about the only thing they're doing right. And by the way, there are bars popping up in New York and in London which are non-alcoholic bars.
Yeah,
People can
interesting concept.
It's great.
Yeah, so you'll see more of those in the new year. They're introducing alcohol-free spirits, wines, beers, etc. And as Danielle just said, restaurants are beginning to include mocktails on their menus. Also, more non-dairy milk alternatives. This doesn't surprise me at all because I have 2 millennials, and the milk they drink, I say it's fake milk, but it's the almond milk,
I
and
do
it's
almond
it's
milk,
from
yeah.
the nuts and all
Yep.
those things, and they love it, and it's healthier for them. I'm just old school. I want my milk from a cow.
I love regular milk, but the almond milk's healthier, so I drink that.
Well, that's one thing I think the millennials are more in touch with than we were. It's ways to eat healthy. I'm just now learning those.
Now I think this is a bigger health issue than the plastic bags because there are so many health problems associated with poor eating habits.
Yeah. Oh,
obesity,
absolutely.
diabetes.
Yep, you're absolutely
Did
right.
I say diabetes?
Yeah,
Diabetes.
that's obesity and diabetes.
Right.
Yeah,
Diabetes,
exactly.
heart disease, cancer.
Here's the other trend. They say that fresh snacks over packaged snacks.
Yep.
That's going to be big this year. And I've already seen that. When you go around, you can see that they have single serving snack portions that are fresh fruits or vegetables or even hard-boiled eggs and whatnot, as opposed to the stuff that's prepackaged and probably has a lot of the things in it that we don't need.
You know what? And I didn't read anything scientific on it, but I've talked about this with people before, that with all the preservatives and chemicals that we have in our food, the incredible spike in autism and
Yep.
the incredible spike in mental health issues.
Yeah.
I mean, what we put in our body directly relates to our behavior and every other system.
Absolutely.
All right, we're getting rushed.
Healthy
Gotta go.
is always better.
Yep.
Okay, next up, if you're like most people, today was back to work day for you after some time off for the holidays. And as everyone knows, that first day back, whether it's from vacation or holiday break,
Brutal.
it's a real thing, the back to work blues.
Yep.
I know I personally
Yep.
suffer from it. It's a real thing. So here's a little guide for you to make the transition back to work just a little bit easier. Dr. Angelos Helleris told CNN that it's normal to be cranky on your first day back,
Yep.
which I'm glad to hear because I can be. He says that we overindulge so much over the holidays. We eat too much. Some of us may drink too much. So we do things in excess, and that likely leads to us not getting the proper sleep.
Oh, yeah.
Which, as you know, it's the case with me, the less sleep I get, the more irritable I become.
I need 8 to 10 hours.
I do too.
Yeah.
And if I don't get it, I can be cranky. So the doctor basically just says, try not to excess in anything,
Sure.
whether it's eating, drinking, whatever. And also tell yourself, and this is important, the holidays are going to come back again. It will recycle again next year, and it's not gone forever. It's just temporarily not your state.
You know what I tried to do the day before? I try to get back if I'm on vacation a day earlier.
That's so
I
smart.
have that last day to get
Yeah.
a good night's sleep, to get everything organized for work.
Yeah.
You try not to go out, you try not to booze or anything before you, just so you get your head clear
Yeah.
and
It's
even do
a good
emails.
reboot. It's a good reboot because you can sort of settle back into that first day of work instead of landing at 10:30 at night and realizing that
brutal.
tomorrow
It's
I have to go
brutal.
to work.
Yeah.
It's tough, yeah. Okay, next up, how to stick to a New Year's resolution because that can be very tricky. Danielle, do you know how many days you need to do something before it becomes a habit?
For me, it's at least 30 days.
30 days. I think everybody's different.
You got to get into for me, you got to get into that kind of routine.
For some reason, I've always been told that it was 21 days.
Okay.
And then when I researched this, I found that that's a common misnomer because there was a book written about 21 days saying that it takes 21 days to form a habit. But actually, researchers found, these are researchers from the University College in London, that it actually takes 66 days to form a habit. They studied 96 people that were trying to make a lifestyle change, trying to do something habitually, and they found that the average time it took for these 96 people to sort of settle into it to where it was part of their day, not an interruption of their day.
Yeah.
It was 66 days.
I believe that.
Yeah. So here's what I say. I did the math on this. If you have a New Year's resolution, just think about getting to March 7th. That's day 66 on the calendar. So if you can just push through to March 7th, then you'll want to do it. You won't feel like it's a chore.
Sina, I think two things. Get a buddy to do it with you. I
So
think that
good,
is
yeah.
huge. And I think don't set these 60, you said count 66 days. I would say take it a week at a time.
Okay.
And then you're feeling better, you're going to continue to do it.
That's the thought.
Ostensibly.
Yeah, that is the thought. All right, so stick with those New Year's resolutions. And by the way, we're taking a break, but when we come back, it's all about knits in our fashion segment. You don't want to miss this.
All right, we're going to share how you spruce up those knits and love the look.
Do you have trouble falling asleep? Do you toss or turn all night or wake up with a sore neck or a headache? Then it's time you discovered MyPillow.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, inventor of MyPillow. Just like you, I had problems sleeping. I tried every pillow out there and nothing worked. 15 years ago, I invented MyPillow. It took me 2 years to develop because I wanted to have everything you would ever want in a pillow. I made sure that you could adjust my patented fill so you could have the exact support you need as an individual regardless of your sleep position. I also wanted a pillow that would last, so I made MyPillow machine washable and dryable. I back MyPillow with a 10-year warranty and a 60-day money-back guarantee. Not only that, I do all my own manufacturing in my home state of Minnesota.
I really like the fact that it was made in the USA. I think that USA products are a better quality product. I've tried a lot of other pillows and nothing's worked like MyPillow.
I'm interrupting this commercial right now to give you deep discounts, not just on my pillows, but also my mattress toppers, sheets, and so much more. For example, you can get body pillows regularly $89.99, only $29.99 with your promo code.
Other pillows go flat, causing you to fold them over or use your arm for support, which can cause pain. Hard foam pillows can raise your head too high and heat up during the night, making you very uncomfortable. But the revolutionary MyPillow has patented fill that won't go flat and helps keep your neck supported and aligned to your exact individual need. MyPillow helps you get and stay in deep sleep all night long.
Before MyPillow, sleeping was a nightmare. First night I got it, slept like a baby.
I sleep better. I wake up, I feel refreshed, I feel healthy.
MyPillow helps me get a good night's sleep so I can do my job in the morning.
Go to MyPillow.com to get deep discounts, not just on my pillows, but so much more. For example, you can get body pillows regular $89.99, only $29.99 with your promo code.
For the best night's sleep in the whole wide world, visit MyPillow.com.
Welcome back to Lunch Break. I don't know about you, Danielle, but for me, it seems like winter never ends. Once it starts, it feels like it's going to be 6 months.
Yeah, you start counting the days. Crying. It's dark. It's gloomy.
I know. Sunsets at 4.
All right. Well, this Love Your Look shows us we don't have to sacrifice style for comfort.
I'm sure you've noticed, but it is sweater weather in Cleveland. That was the perfect inspiration for this Love Your Look. Let me introduce our wardrobe stylist, Jasmine Wolford. Thank you so much for working with us today.
Thanks for having me. I'm so excited to talk about knits.
We are so excited to be here at Banyan Tree in Tremont, where they have a lot of those key pieces that you can help kind of bring your knitwear into 2019, 2020 even.
And it's one of my favorite local places to shop.
So we have 3 different looks: casual, a little dressier, something you can wear to work, and all in knitwear.
Head to toe. Our first model is Lexi. So here we just played with a little bit of open work, lighter weight knits. We actually layered a white knit tank top with a cardigan over top. We paired it with a knit jogger, which is really cool because a lot of people feel like, how can I wear a jogger without looking like I'm wearing pajama pants?
Yes, exactly.
With a really cool boot that has a nice buckle hardware.
And you have just a little bit of ankle showing, and I'm guessing that's intentional.
That helps to also tailor the look.
All right, Jasmine, for our second look, we are talking about what to wear for work.
You can pile on those knits for work as well, stay cozy, still be business casual.
All right, well, let's bring in our next model. Hi, Dina. I think you guys know each other pretty well here, don't you?
My mom. This is where I get my great
Your
style.
beautiful mother. Thank you so much for modeling for us today. And so this is head-to-toe knit.
We started with just a classic turtleneck that everyone will have in their wardrobe.
And these are all really, again, fine knit patterns, but also the layering, like it's not a bulky look in any way.
Absolutely. You want to make sure you have a good fit on your turtleneck, so it doesn't need to be too baggy. And I just kind of gave a nice loose tuck into a knit A-line skirt. It's from Nordstrom Rack, and that is an under $30 find. And then we also layered with a striped knit vest. This vest comes from Banyan Tree as well. You can style it with jeans if you want it for weekend wear with your sweater underneath. There are lots of options for vests.
All right, Jasmine, for our third look, we are talking about a night out, whether it's date night or you're going out with your girlfriends. I feel like knits sometimes seem like they cannot be dressed up for those situations.
Yes, no worries for wintertime. You still look good going out. So our next model is Isabella, and right off the bat, you can see this is a statement look.
I love it.
Bright neon, open work knit with a really cool balloon sleeve, which is like everywhere, even on sweaters this season.
The cuts like give you just a little bit of like sexiness coming through.
A little bit, and I think that it works too just because the bottom layer is simple.
And it's like a midi length too, and we're seeing a lot of that.
We also added the ankle booty in the crocodile.
And I love how you were saying one statement piece per look. So in this case, again, her jewelry is really simple.
It's subtle with a really great dangle tortoise printed earring, and then just with the gold bangle just to add a little sparkle there.
Jasmine, you have showed us some really great looks and non-traditional ways that maybe we wouldn't think of to wear knits when it comes to this winter.
Sometimes the unconventional works really well, and you'll be surprised at what you put together.
Jasmine, thank you so much. This has been so much fun.
Thank you. It was such a blast.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Pretty.
You a fan of knits? Not your thing?
Nah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm wearing kind of a knit sweater right now, but typically no.
They're good for wintertime,
No.
for sure.
Yeah, I like wool.
And if it is your thing, we have an extended version of this Love Your Look with even more great styling tips. It's available online, WKYC.com, as well as some links to some of the shops that sell these similar items. Okay, next on the menu, it's time to start taking down your holiday decorations, and that can be a chore. But we're going to make it easy for you because we have an organizing expert here next, and you're going to love, love, love the tips that she gives for you.
Need to file bankruptcy but think you can't afford it? At Rouser & Associates, you can now start bankruptcy representation immediately, with many cases filed with most attorney fees deferred. Now you can finally put an end to your financial worries. So if you're facing foreclosure, repossession, collection action, or utility disconnection, don't wait any longer. Call Rouser & Associates and see how bankruptcy can give you a fresh start. Call 1-888-8HELP-US for your free consultation.
It's time for the Ohio RV Super Show presented by Progressive. Bring the family and shop over 800 new RVs from Northeast Ohio's best RV dealers, all under one roof. From pop-ups to diesel pushers, there's RVs to fit any family budget, size, or camping lifestyle at the absolute best prices of the year. Plus, attend a free RV seminar by the RV Doctor. So whether you camp or you glam, we have the RV for you. The Ohio RV Super Show presented by Progressive. January 8th through the 12th at the IX Center. Details at OhioRVShow.com.
Aspen Dental gave me back the smile of my youth. I was on stage singing and the mic stand slammed back into my teeth. 5 years later, I went to Aspen Dental. They worked with me financially. I could not believe that it took me that long. I had my smile in a day.
At Aspen Dental, we're all about yes, like yes, up to 30% off dental services, yes to flexible hours and payment options, and yes, we'll have you singing too. Don't wait. Book at aspendental.com or call today.
I had a hard time deciding my favorite book because I love stories. I love to read, and I feel like every book I've ever read has influenced my life and my thinking in some way. But this one, Being Perfect, it's one I come back to. Anna Quindlen's writing is special. She's won a Pulitzer Prize, and like its author, I grew up a perfectionist. This book reminds me that being perfect is not only unattainable, it's boring.
My favorite book is brought to you by Cleveland Public Library. Cleveland Public Library, open for discovery.
Welcome back to Lunch Break. Sadly, the holidays are over. Even more sad, now we have to take down all the decorations and put them away in a neat fashion so they're easy to put up next year.
Yes, but we have Kristen Canvassini with us. She's the creator of the blog Perfectly Distressed. Distressed?
De-stressed, yes.
De-stressed.
De-stressed,
Right.
yes.
Well, she's here to help us get all of our holiday stuff put away neatly. And apparently you have a way to put away these lights with stuff that's already around our home, because these are a horror show.
Yes. No, truly. And that's what I like to do. I like to use things that you already have. So you can go and you can buy new stuff and stuff that's made purposely for this, but I'm giving you ideas. So if you're trying not to spend a lot of money, but you still want to be organized, I'm going to help you out. So my first idea is toilet paper rolls. We've probably entertained this season. You've got a lot of toilet paper rolls. You've got a lot of paper towel rolls you can cut down. These are great for extension cords. You can label what tree they're from or what the length of the extension cord is.
What a great idea.
And it just keeps them together. It's obviously a free tool. You can also cut these in half and wrap them around your wrapping paper, because you put your wrapping paper away and then over time it just starts to unroll. This will help keep it tight enough to keep it, without getting a mess.
What a great idea. It doesn't cost anything.
It doesn't cost anything.
What about the hangers and the
lights? A lot of people don't think to hang their decorations, and I know it's because we're so used to putting stuff in boxes, but if you really think outside the box, even if you're storing in a shed or an attic, hanging stuff is actually a lot easier. So this idea is so simple, and gosh, we all know the cursed lights, right?
Yes.
And they're in a knot. And this method is literally just taking your lights and wrapping it around a hanger. So it's easy. You don't have to worry about anything getting smushed. And then once it's all wrapped up, you would just hang this up.
Hang it on a pole and there it sits.
Hang it up and there it sits.
Brilliant.
Another idea for your lights, we've all got those Amazon boxes, right? We've all had all those shipments. You can take a piece of cardboard, slit the ends. This is the same idea for your lights. You would take it, start at the end, and you almost kind of make your own little wrapping, your own little light.
I like that.
Packaging deal.
Yeah, and you would just wrap it up and down, up and down, up and down, and it's the same idea. Then when you're using it the next year, you're just almost like when they're brand new and you're getting them out of the box.
I was going to say, and then you could put these in a box so they look nice and neat.
You can, absolutely.
Very cool.
Another idea, especially if you have smaller vintage ornaments, use your egg containers. These are great to keep your ornaments in place, even the larger ones. Instead of just throwing them on top of newspaper or plastic bags, you can set these on, even if they're sitting out like this. If they're lined up and they're covered with another egg carton, it's going to keep them contained. They're not going to roll around in the box when you're lifting them up to put them away.
Hey, if these are strong enough to keep eggs from breaking.
Absolutely.
Right?
And back to hanging. Instead of having to worry about fluffing everything you get out of a box, hang your wreaths. Run your hanger through it. You can hang your wreath up, and it's almost like when you go to the laundromat, you can put a plastic bag over your hanger to keep the dust away, and then your wreath is literally just ready to hang back up again. You don't have to sit there and spread out all of your needles.
What did I think of this stuff?
She's a dream for OCD people.
I know it really is.
My last idea is my favorite. These bar stools, it's like, I don't know, they're not really trending as much right now, so they're not as popular. But this is a simple bar stool with wheel casters that I screwed onto the bottom, and these are closet organizers. You can find these at Target, at Walmart, at the dollar store. And I stapled these onto the legs of the bar stool.
How funny is this?
So the inside is for your wrapping paper, your tissue paper, whatever it is you want to put in there. And then the outside is literally just containers.
Ribbons, markers, tape,
scissors, tags.
That's brilliant.
Whatever it is you need. You can just push this into your closet, bring it back out again. You could use it for birthday stuff and Christmas stuff. It could be multi-purpose. But I made this in under 10 minutes. This was a super simple project, but it contains everything that you need. And your ribbons are coming undone.
That's so cool.
They're in these pockets.
That's the best use of a stool since sitting on one.
I have to tell you. And if you don't have access to a stool like this, Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, secondhand stores, you can get one of these for under $10.
And the more vintage, probably the cooler, I think.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. So
Kristen,
I love this.
I need you to come to my house. I need you to help this with amazing ideas. Where can people find them? Do you have a site?
Yes, Perfectly De-Stressed. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook,
all right,
and then I have my website.
Well, Happy New Year to you.
Thank you, you too.
Thanks for these great ideas. More lunch break right after this. We're going to tell you about...
If you have diabetes and take insulin, you know low blood sugar can be scary. You might start to sweat, panic, worry you might pass out. You may even feel like you're falling. That's where I come in. Ooh, gotcha. Hi, I'm Gvoke PFS, the first liquid glucagon for very low blood sugar. I'm a pre-mixed, pre-filled, and pre-measured syringe, so I'm easy to use. I can be used even before passing out, and I restore blood sugar back up to safe levels. Now, remember, do not use me if you have a specific type of tumor. Use with caution if you have a condition that causes low glucose levels in your liver. Side effects may include nausea, vomiting, hypoglycemia, headache, and injection site swelling. Get emergency medical treatment after using Gvoke PFS. So, remember me, Gvoke PFS. Easy to use, easy to know you did it right. Pretty easy, huh? Learn more at gvokeglucagon.com.
Smart speaker, play smooth jazz playlist. Smart speaker, play easy listening smooth jazz playlist.
Internet down.
Smart speaker, play easy listening smooth jazz playlist.
Internet down.
Your home is only as smart as your internet. AT&T Internet is fast and reliable, even during peak times. Get consistently fast speeds for $40 a month. Call 1-877-ONLY-ATT.
Celebrate the warmth and joy of the holidays at Cleveland Botanical Gardens Glow. Enjoy festive holiday trees, colorful winter plants, handcrafted gingerbread houses, train rides, and play areas for kids, a gnome scavenger hunt, and much more. Glow at the Cleveland Botanical Garden. Now through January 4th. Visit cbgarden.org.
Finally, here's our worth a watch. A family in Butte, Montana was robbed in late October. Terrible. And along with their belongings, the thieves actually stole their dog, Zeus.
Oh.
Zeus, the pit bull, is luckily microchipped, so when the dog snatcher was caught, Zeus was identified by a shelter in West Virginia. The problem is many airlines have banned pit bulls from flying, so a network of 15 dog lovers took turns driving Zeus 2,000 miles back to Montana. Now that is a story worth telling.
Wow.
How about that?
Those kids must have been crushed.
I know, but they got Zeus back.
Yes.
Great job.
Thanks for making 3 News a part of your afternoon. Watch us live wherever you are, on our website, on our apps, and on Hulu and Roku. No matter where you are, 3 News is there.
Do you have trouble falling asleep? Do you toss or turn all night or wake up with a sore neck or a